Season 3 picks up right where we left off. Raaq and Marvin are recovering from getting lit up by the mafia. The cops are snooping, so Raaq and Detective Howard pin everything on the now dead Crown Camacho. Shockingly, that works. Kanan wants to do nothing with his mom after finding out she's lying forever. Lulu's spiraling after learning Scrappy was wrongfully killed, and since Raaq won't let him quit the drug game, he's drowning in bourbon. Meanwhile, Howard pulls the ultimate problem-solved move and kills Detective Burke before she can expose him. Jukebox and Marvin are awkwardly trying to fix their relationship while grieving Kenya's death. Oh, and Unique's brother Ronnie is out of prison, and Unique and Raaq randomly hook up because, sure. Also, Raaq claims she's done with the drug game. 2 weeks later, Raaq and Unique are still vibing when masked men crash the party and abduct them. Turns out, Stefano wants Raaq to kill Boselli. She tries the "I'm retired" excuse, but he's like, cool, then you die. So she's back. Marvin hits the club, hands a pager to some Wall Street cokeheads, and Jukebox spies on Burke's funeral while the FBI warns Boselli someone's gunning for him. He couldn't care less. Meanwhile, Kanan eyes his neighbor Paul's courier biz, but passes for now. Raaq gives Kanan a car, but he's not buying her lies and walks off. Unique pitches a heroin deal to Stefano, and Juke preps for an audition, after swearing she was done singing. Marvin, disguised as a mailman, pulls up to Boselli's grandson's baptism and delivers bullets instead of packages, taking out Boselli and some of his men before escaping through the church. Raaq's retirement didn't even get a chance to begin. Kanan's out here turning famous lazy habits into a business opportunity, launching a weed delivery service. Over in the Power Moves department, Unique's working his way back up, shaking hands with Italians and Chinese connects. Marvin's finally acting like a father, standing by Jukebox as she preps for her big audition. Lulu, though, dude's spiraling, booze, bar fights, bad choices. And Raaq? She's putting pieces together, spotting a shady van outside Famous Place right after hearing the feds are creeping into Queens. Marvin's backs Juke at her audition. And Kanan? His weed empire is booming, but he has no idea what Ronnie's plotting. Raaq plants a gun in Kanan's backpack. He gets busted at school, and while Howard keeps him out of jail, a social worker will be checking in for 6 months, forcing him back under Raaq's roof. Jukebox makes the girl group, but there's tension brewing. Raaq puts things with Unique on ice before Kanan moves back in, but Unique's real problem is Ronnie. Tired of waiting around, Ronnie starts making his own moves, digging into Unique's past for muscle. When one of them snitches, Ronnie handles it, permanently. Meanwhile, Marvin and Lulu are actually thriving. Juke's career is taking off, and they're locking in on a Manhattan bar. Juliana tells Ronnie she'll hook him up with product, but only if he takes out his own brother. A social worker stops by Raaq's for a home visit, but Kanan never comes home. Meanwhile, Lulu's first hip-hop night at Cafe Vu is a huge success, and even Famous impresses. Ronnie and Unique throw hands before Ronnie kills him, then dumps his body in the woods like it's nothing. Ronnie manages to convince Kanan to join him. Kanan's in the big leagues now. Goodbye, weed. Hello, coke. With Unique out of the picture, Raaq wastes no time striking a deal with Stefano to take over his business. Raaq tries to apologize for Scrappy's death, but it turns into a blame game. Drunk and reckless, Lulu spills the truth to Scrappy's mom. He's the one who killed Scrappy. Kanan's out here burning every bridge, threatening Famous, clashing with Jukebox, disrespecting Isha on a date, and flirting with Crystal. Meanwhile, Lou's drunk visit to Scrappy's mom backfires. She goes to Detective Howard. Raaq finds out, resulting in Lou killing her. Famous moves back in with his mom, and Raaq makes her big return to the game by teaming up with Unique's old distributor. Raaq warns Snaps and Pop to stay away from Kanan, and then just casually kills Juliana. Lulu's out here drinking, crashing cars, and trying to rob a liquor store. He gets shot at and escapes. Ronnie and his crew are warned by Joaquin that Juliana's dead, while Famous had a meeting with a record label guy, and Marvin learns Lulu robbed a store. FBI questions Jukebox, but she won't snitch. Meanwhile, Ronnie and the crew start plotting to take Raaq out, with Kanan. Crystal drops a bomb on Kanan. She's pregnant. Meanwhile, the FBI is closing in on Detective Howard, and he tells Raaq they need to pin it all on Marvin. Raaq gets shot at in a drive-by, and Jukebox tells Isha she's about to join the army. Marvin tells Raaq the streets are whispering that Ronnie's behind the hit. So Kanan, all mad and dramatic, storms into a restaurant to confront Ronnie. But Snaps and Pop swoop in and calmed him down. Famous gets locked up after his mom decides to snitch on him for having a gun, and just when things couldn't get crazier, Kanan gets kidnapped. Lulu's in rehab having a full-on breakdown, but pulls it together, finally. And then Raaq, Marvin, and Howard meet Snaps and Pop, who are like, "Yo, we want $500,000 in Raaq's business, or Kanan stays in trouble." Raaq pulls the money together, but turns out Kanan was playing them all along. He shoots Ronnie, and Raaq takes out Detective Howard, tying up loose ends her way. But just when they think they're safe, bam! Unique steps out of the shadows like, "Did you miss me?" revealing he's alive.